Yeah, my boys. What's good, people? Undonna. Today's episode, I don't really know still. I just like get the mood and I just jump into it. I got a couple things that I was thinking about talking about, but I mean, it's all over the place. So honestly, just bear with me. But what really made me start to hit the record button is I was just watching I watch people on streaming. I don't really watch TV or sports. Like when I do get my dose of entertainment, it typically comes from YouTube, live streams, all that kind of shit. I've watched some people over the years. I've been involved in live streaming since like 2008, and I watched a lot of people grow up. A lot of my fans I done watched grow up, all kinds of shit, and just watch people. I used to people watch in the mall when I was a kid. I'd go to the mall, put $1 into the massage chair in the middle of the mall, and just watch people go past me and wonder what their day would be like. Same thing when I'd be on road trips with my family. I'd watch cars drive by and just look at them in the windows and be like, I wonder what they're about to go do, what they're about to talk about, and right now, what they're like, thinking about a car right now. I wonder what they're doing right now, 15 years later. But just watching people who have a cycle, like with relationships, whether it be bad friends, ending up doing stupid stuff because they're around bad people, or wasting time on bad relationships where they find themselves always getting into a bad relationship. A lot of times you nurture yourself into that stuff. You can come from stuff. There's never one way. I feel, this is not me, I'm not a professional. There's never one reason why you end up certain ways and why you end up having bad things happen to you, or this, that, and the third. Can there be this thing? Bad parenting, father wasn't around, mother was on drugs. Could you have those things? Sure, but you could also have somebody that has both their parents in life and had all the love and all that kind of stuff. Grandmother raised them really good, turned out to be a Harvard student. You can have all these kind of different combinations, but one of the biggest things though to me is time. I like to move fast, and I figure out I like to move fast because I can learn things faster. So now I get better at something way faster than moving slow, trying to get good at it. And it just always brings me to the point where time is worth a lot of money. Like, I don't waste my time for a lot of stuff that doesn't require money or talking about making money or anything like that. Just in general, you get used to it once you kind of like nurture yourself that way. I've always been that way for a long time. Hustler as a young kid and stuff like that, so you just you build that mindset up. But it tumbles over towards bad relationships. A relationship's important to have. When you have a good relationship, it can help you if you're an entrepreneur minded or whatever you're doing. It helps you do those things better, especially if it's good relationships. Again, good relationship versus bad relationship. Bad time wasted. Bad friend, there's a relationship too. That's relationships. There's relationships, all kinds of stuff. You're working in an environment that's like toxic people you're working around in your environment. You love the job, but there's toxic people around you. It can weigh in on you with some other things, and that's time you're wasting to get to wherever and do whatever and be using your time really efficiently. Because honestly, they be making time feel like, oh my God, time's going by, but you should be enjoying every minute of your life. You know what I'm saying? And like, we get put in these kind of positions where there's so much time that we're not enjoying that you start to look at time differently. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you gotta learn how to cut things out no matter what it is. As you're getting older, you're not young all the time. You got these people that you have to be around. So like, you feel like you just gotta figure out how to be around these people. But sometimes you gotta just cut everything off. You gotta have self-discipline. It's very important to have self-discipline. I'm not saying I'm the best person with all this shit. I'm just telling you exactly how I feel about things. I be listening to myself half the time. I watch my shit back and get my own now. Listen to myself. Whoop-wop. I just go with the flow. But the bad relationships are not good. There is times where you gotta know that you don't know all the answers, and then like you might not be needing to cut something off because you might need to be trying to fix it rather than cut it off. But you gotta be educated on that. There's a lot of things that somebody will say to you that won't click into your ears unless you're able to understand that, even able to comprehend it coming into your ears. Otherwise, what do they say? It falls on deaf ears or something like that. All that kind of stuff. And then transitioning from that is kind of like people always trying to prove something. Like, again, sometimes you got to prove something, wherever, but don't be trying to prove stuff out here to people that don't matter. It's so crucial. So when you're trying to fix something, sure, prove some things, do whatever, and go out of your off your lane a little bit, because it's gonna help patch a relationship up that you don't think is a bad relationship, sure. But out here trying to prove things to people who don't matter, make you look dumb. Just like these girls that be on like Facebook. Like, I don't think girls understand it. When you get on Facebook and you talk about your baby daddy, that's not doing nothing for you besides about the, you're just a magnet now. I don't have the answers, but I will go smash a girl. If I'm just trying to fuck a chick, listen, I don't like to ruin no good girl at all. But I think that certain girls that are online bashing their baby daddies, they're not the best woman in the world. And like, again, they might feel like they might be doing good things and whatever. That just might be their bad trait. But with that bad trait comes consequence. Every action has a reaction. That reaction is letting dudes know that like to play girls, which I'm not like that no more, guys. Like to play girls, that would be a person that you would be like, oh shit, yeah, bet. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can get in, get out. You know she's crazy. You know you don't want none of that. You're just gonna smash, get on. It's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a very flag. And listen, another thing. Fuck them little couple comments of them people patting you on the back. You're a laughing source at the end of the day, and I don't think you know that. Like, so it's just decisions. Don't try to prove nothing to nobody. I know y'all be hurt out here, this dumb, but end of the day, stop trying to prove stuff. Just let people see things along the way. You know what I'm saying? Don't get off your path, stay on your path. Things will just match up. You guys probably hear this kind of shit all the time, but once you like really accept that as truth and you just be moving, things just happen. You know what I'm saying? Like half the time I don't even know how the hell half the shit happens for me and shit. I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just have faith. And it's like, no matter what, you'll know you're making the right decisions and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? There's times when I know what areas I suffer in, okay? And it's not many areas that I feel like I can't have much faith in, and I'm not moving with faith with it, you know what I'm saying? But identifying that kind of stuff is important, if you can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, when you're trying to be a creative out here, a lot of the stuff I talk about is really based off of a creator's mindset, entrepreneurial mindset, just somebody that's just living off their own and just needing. When you're living and trying to be an entrepreneur, you got a lot of self-understanding that you need to know about yourself and stuff like that. If you're trying to be as successful as you can, because you'll know what you should be doing, all that kind of stuff is stuff of understanding yourself, you know what I'm saying? One thing I hate that I do too, I suffer from, is waiting to create. You get people that will be like, oh, I can't get into the studio or something like that until I get some more money. Nigga, figure out a way to fucking record on your phone, do whatever, just to like get the creating going. Or, so say somebody can afford to go record, you got these people that, oh, I'm not trying to get in there until I have a whole album done. No, record, put the stuff out there. Trends change too much. By the time you might be creating, it's certain kinds of arts that are fine. You know, if you're a painter, you're doing stuff like that, you got canvases, you're just displaying your fucking whatever. But it's, in reality, in today, if you are trying to make it in the game, you guys gotta stop fucking trying to sit here with this weird ego, oh, trying to be different, it's on me. If you are, then don't try to be talking about the game. Stop half-ass trying, oh, how should I do this and how should I market this way? But then like you're not taking a certain kind of marketing thing seriously, you know what I'm saying? So don't be waiting to create because trends change so fast. Also, be open as a creator. I'm talking about musicians, so to say. But anything, you know what I'm saying? I never knew that I would be making clothes when I fucking decided I would like making music. I never knew that I would be picking a camera up and doing that stuff. I didn't even know I would be sitting here on the fucking thing saying I'm about to do a podcast talking to niggas on the internet. Never thought, you know what I'm saying? So just don't be afraid to exercise things because you never know really where you're good at and what's good about it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a person, when I jump into something, I figure it out completely all the way to a T. And then I figure out if I want to do that or not. You know, I do that with a bunch of things. Now at 35, when I've been doing this shit for so long, I have so many avenues I can jump right into, like this internet shit right now. I was doing this for so long. Now, in camera shit, now, these days, I can sit here and damn near live off of just that, just because everything's shifting to that. Things are changing around. While I was practicing those different skills, now, it's like I damn near went to college for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just from the knowledge that you have, and it's valuable. So it's just investing into your time. Invest that time that, I remember I was talking about the time, into doing shit, crafting. Don't wait, put this shit out there. Don't worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You already know you're about to be seeing just put stuff out. Don't worry about stuff. I don't care what it is. You want to start streaming, don't be talking about, oh, I gotta wait till I get a better setup. Boom, boom. Nigga, go live right now. You can use your phone. There's so many ways. All that shit is excuses. I'm telling you, if you're a person with excuses, you're not going to make nothing. You're gonna have this 9 to 5. You're gonna live that mentality. You're gonna be a worker. Okay? That excuse shit is dead. It's no excuses. Dead ass. It's too easy for anything. People make excuses for things that cost free and nothing to you at all. At all. So I don't be trying to hear that, and nobody's gonna be trying to hear that. When y'all be talking to y'all friends and stuff like that, how that be feeling that working for your friends, don't talk to no real creative like that, because they're gonna laugh at you and literally not want to fucking deal with you at all. They know you. You're a dime a dozen. So lock in. If you're gonna lock in, this is the time to lock in. I'm telling you. No better time than now. Look it up. I was gonna get into, speaking of like streaming and all that kind of stuff. You know, DDG gets a lot of fucking hate. You know what I'm saying? They be, oh, he's a YouTube streamer, boom, boom, bing, oh my God, or YouTube rapper and all that kind of stuff. And then like later on, he gets like called, like, oh, he's really the GOAT. He's like one of the first doing this. I'm not saying he's not, but there's somebody that I think really needs some good credit that I'm seeing is coming back into the streaming world right now. Wiz Khalifa needs a lot of credit right now. Wiz, honestly, if y'all don't really know, Wiz is one of the first like rap streamers that I ever seen besides Currency on Ustream. Back in the day. Wiz has always, the reason why Wiz is able to stay around for so long, listen to this. The reason why Wiz, Joe Budden, I can name a couple other maybe, are able to stay around. They were in this, they got into the internet culture early. Wiz was on MySpace. Wiz was on YouTube doing day-to-days before anybody like that. So Wiz was streaming before all these people in the studio, just like he's doing now on Twitch. He's so comfortable. Go watch his streams. Real comfortable, calm, set up, buttery. He know what he's doing. He back in his bag with that. I'm really glad to see him in there. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because he never really got that stigma of that put on him. But like, the way that people would talk about DDG, I could almost talk about Wiz too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will say probably DDG probably started with the content first before he went to the rapping, but it was so small of a difference in the time. He's super young, I don't know. I just kind of put them niggas in the same category, but Wiz definitely deserves his flowers for like just being one of the first to do that kind of shit. Like, I noticed that was like a big key on how he reached out to his people, because I was one of those people. You know what I'm saying? That was reaching out to him and shit. I was remixing his songs, getting the acapellas from I don't even know how. My homegirl Southside Yumi, she was working with the Say Yeah video and like hit me up. You gotta talk to this dude. And so be it. Sledgerin happens to be from the city, so it was like such a small world kind of thing that ended up going down. It was kind of crazy, but do y'all shit. Put the shit out there. Shouts out to Wiz. Remember y'all time, get y'all time together, man. Don't be wasting time on bad relationships. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. The pussy ain't that good. There's a lot of fucking pussy out there. There's a lot of fucking better business partners out there. You might have to reach outside of your circle, man. I'm telling you, all the shit that you try to do in life, you can't take your childhood people with you, your family with you. You can take them with you once you get there, but you gotta get there first. You know what I'm saying? So stay focused on everything you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Laser eyes. Don't worry about what nobody say. When you the GOAT, you the GOAT. Niggas know. That's why they talk about you. You know what I mean?